Hey, imagine this. You've been told that a spoonful of white powder could boost your energy, help your workouts explode with power, and maybe even shrink that stubborn belly fat. But here's the twist. It's not some exotic herb from the Himalayas, not some miracle fat burner from late-night TV. This is something your body already makes, every single day. And yet, most people have no idea how to use it to their advantage, or that they're letting its potential go to waste. Before we get into the real science, I'm going to tell you something in the next few minutes that most fitness influencers will never admit. And it could be the difference between wasting money on hype and actually getting results. So stick around, because around the 8-minute mark, we'll crack open the key truth that flips the whole creatine burns fat debate on its head. And once you hear it, you'll never look at this supplement the same way again. Here's the plan. First, we'll uncover what creatine actually is. No marketing fluff, just biology. Then, we'll explore how it works inside your muscles, your brain, and even deep inside your mitochondria, your body's microscopic power plants. And finally, we'll put the belly fat claim under the microscope, separating fact from fiction. By the end, you'll know exactly what creatine can and cannot do for you. So, let's start with the problem. You've heard it. Creatine is for bodybuilders. For gym rats who slam protein shakes and spend hours lifting heavy iron. You might picture massive guys with puffed up muscles, holding water weight, flexing under fluorescent lights. Maybe you've even heard the scary rumors. It's bad for your kidneys. It makes you fat. It's not natural. And if you're not into lifting, you've probably dismissed it entirely. Why would I take that? Here's the truth. Creatine is as natural to your body as oxygen. Every day, your liver, kidneys, and pancreas produce about 1 gram of creatine. It's made from 3 amino acids, glycine, arginine, and methionine, which means it's a type of very small protein, technically a peptide. About 95% of it is stored in your muscles, while the remaining 5% fuels your brain and other tissues. And both muscle and brain are massive energy hogs. Here's where it gets interesting. The energy your body runs on is called ATP, adenosine triphosphate. Think of it as your cellular currency. Every time you move, blink, breathe, or even think, you're spending ATP. But during intense activity, a sprint, a heavy lift, even a burst of mental concentration, you burn through all your stored ATP in just 2 to 3 seconds. That's it. Then you're broke. To keep you moving, your body recycles ATP like crazy, hundreds of times a day at rest, and much faster during intense activity. But here's the catch. The speed at which you can recycle it determines your performance. If you can't keep up, you hit the wall. And that's where creatine steps in. Inside your muscles, creatine stores high-energy phosphate groups in the form of phosphocreatine. When your ATP runs out, phosphocreatine instantly donates a phosphate to ADP, adenosine diphosphate, to rebuild ATP. No waiting, no oxygen required. It's like having a spare battery pack plugged directly into your muscles and brain. Let's make it real. Picture a 100-meter sprint. For the first 3 seconds, you're running on stored ATP. By the 20-meter mark, that tank is empty. For the rest of the race, phosphocreatine is working overtime to keep your muscles firing. Without it, your speed and power fall off fast. With full creatine stores, you can maintain near maximum output all the way to the finish. Now here's the reality check. Most people are running on 60 to 80% of their creatine storage capacity. That's what your body maintains naturally. Supplementing with 3 to 5 grams of creatine daily can take you close to 100% saturation. And once you're topped up, you stay there with a simple daily maintenance dose. There are 2 ways to get there. The slow route, 3 to 5 grams per day for 3 to 4 weeks, or the fast route, a loading phase, around 20 grams per day, split into smaller servings for 5 to 7 days, then drop back to the maintenance dose. Either way, you're building a bigger, faster energy reserve. The results? If you lift weights, you might squeeze out an extra rep on your heaviest set. If you sprint, you might hold your top speed just a fraction longer. Over time, those small improvements compound into bigger gains in strength, endurance, and recovery. And here's the twist. Creatine isn't just for athletes. Even if you never touch a dumbbell, creatine helps you preserve lean muscle mass. Why does that matter? Because lean muscle drives your metabolism. The more you have, the more calories you burn at rest. For older adults, creatine can slow down muscle loss, something that naturally happens with age. Some research even shows it can slightly increase muscle in people who are inactive due to injury. Now, let's tackle the water retention myth. Yes, creatine draws more water into your muscle cells, but this is intracellular water, inside the muscle fibers. It's not the bloated under-the-skin water weight you think of. This kind of hydration actually makes muscles fuller, denser, and more metabolically active. You might gain 1 to 2% body weight, but it's water where you want it. Inside muscle, not around your waistline. So does creatine burn belly fat? Here's the truth. No supplement melts fat on its own. Creatine doesn't directly increase fat oxidation or crank up your calorie burn at rest like a thermogenic. But here's where people get confused. Creatine can indirectly help with fat loss by allowing you to train harder, recover faster, and maintain more muscle while losing weight. And muscle is metabolically active tissue. The more you keep, the easier it is to lose fat. But creatine's benefits don't stop with muscles. Your brain runs on ATP too. Under mental stress or sleep deprivation, creatine acts like a backup generator. Studies show it can improve certain aspects of cognitive performance when your brain is running low on fuel. It also supports mitochondrial health, helping your cells produce energy more efficiently while reducing oxidative stress. That's a win for long-term health, recovery, and energy. So why the controversy? A lot of it comes from confusing creatine with creatinine, the breakdown product your body produces naturally as creatine is used. Creatinine is harmless, but it's the number doctors measure to estimate kidney function using a formula called eGFR. The problem? This calculation assumes things about your body, like your muscle mass. And if you have more creatine in your system, the result can make your kidneys look like they're filtering less efficiently, even if they're perfectly fine. This has led to the myth that creatine damages kidneys. The reality? Decades of research, thousands of studies, show no harmful effects in healthy people at normal doses, even with long-term use. In fact, in early stages of kidney disease, some research suggests small doses can be safe and potentially beneficial. The only time caution is advised is in advanced kidney disease, and that's more about avoiding confusion in lab results than actual toxicity. Another myth? That creatine makes you fat. Again, the slight weight gain is intracellular water, not fat. And no, you don't need to cycle creatine. Studies show daily use, even for years, is safe at recommended doses. Here's the bottom line. Creatine will not magically burn belly fat, but it can supercharge your workouts, help you recover faster, and protect your muscle, making it easier to lose fat the right way. If you combine creatine with smart nutrition and training, it's not the fat burner. It's the fuel system upgrade that makes the fat-burning engine run better. And even if you don't exercise, creatine can still support brain health, muscle preservation, and energy metabolism. But without training, you're missing its biggest benefit: multiplying the results of physical effort. It's like owning a high-performance sports car but never taking it past 40 miles per hour. So the next time someone tells you creatine is just for bodybuilders, or that it's dangerous, you'll know better. It's one of the most researched, safest, and most effective supplements in the world. But like any tool, its real power comes from how you use it. If this opened your eyes, don't just stop here. For more no-nonsense health tips, supplement reviews, and science-based strategies that actually work. Make sure you subscribe to the NutriSlab channel, like this video, and share it with someone who still thinks creatine is just gym powder. And for in-depth product reviews, research breakdowns, and expert wellness advice, visit www.nutrislab.com, your trusted source for health, performance, and longevity.